All right, all right, all right. Welcome to Live from the Hive. We are super excited for tonight. Hope you have that beverage of choice. The loved ones are close by. You've got this pumping through your stereo or headphones or whatever you like to rock your music on, because tonight is a special night. We have with us Acousta Noir. And if you have not heard of Acousta Noir, you are in for quite a treat. Josh is, well, I don't need to talk too much. You're going to hear all about Josh here real soon. He's incredible. I wanted to mention that throughout the show, we're going to be mentioning all the shows that we have coming up, talking about more shows on the horizon. They keep popping up. We're booked all the way through, I think it's, May?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're booked through May now. So pretty much every week. We skip next week, and then we're back here the following week on the 19th with Jared Masters, and then it's just every week after that until the summer. I don't know. So very excited about this. But tonight, without further ado, we're going to jump right into the music here. I'd like to introduce you to Acousta Noir.
All right. Well, I smile through the sorrow and I smile through the pain. Oh, I burn through your winter with a fever in my brain. The sky's growing dark and the clouds are rolling in, as the storm that your wretchedness created now begins. See, as a boy I was torn from all that I knew. I fell shivering in the darkness with no help from you. I was thrown to the demons, to the wolves, and to the night. I cast a shadow over you and cast my eyes from the light. So let me die slow to redeem what's left of my soul behind these strings and the curves of her body, the only places I'll ever call home. And I sit and I wonder about what is lost, what is gone, what's forgotten, knowing what I'm not. Well, I'm a man, not a child, but my fears keep me there, yeah. In this evil, in this darkness, in this wretchedness I bear. So let me die slow to redeem what's left of my soul behind these strings and the curves of her body, the only places I'll ever call home. Call home. So crack the earth, build a fire and let me go. Let the waves crash over my body, let that fire release my soul. I shall soon be free of sin, let my wretchedness fall away. Let that fire consume my So let me die slow to redeem what's left of my soul behind these strings. The curves of your body, the only places I'll ever call home. Oh, let me die slow to redeem what's left of us all behind these strings. The curves of her body, the only places I'll ever call home.
Woo! Yeah.
Thank you.
Fantastic. That's a way to kick it off right there. So you've all now been properly introduced to Josh in Acousta Noir. In case you couldn't tell, there is just one person on that stage playing the whole band. So
Oh, they're all up here, man.
they're all there's one dude and a bunch of voices in the head. That's right. Hey Joe, how are you doing tonight?
Doing excellent.
Fantastic. We got Middle Rogue audio in the house, as always, running the sound so it sounds amazing. We've got people hailing from all over the place. Let's see. We have Shaquille is from Roseburg, Oregon, says howdy. We got Mike Hecker from, he just says sounds good, buddy.
Oh, he's from
You know
Roseburg,
Mike?
too.
Yeah, there you go. We got Nikki from Vancouver, Washington, says it's so good. Also just clapping. It's amazing.
Sweet.
And Dan Kennedy says, I like this pirate. That's right. Arr. I have to give a shout out to Mr. Dan Kennedy. He's an incredible designer, and Dan's been helping us with some of the design. Actually, this new Live from the Hive logo Dan's been helping with, so it's very exciting. So thank you, Dan. Good to see you watching the stream tonight. All right. Well, let's get back to some music. Let's play another. What do you got next for us, Josh?
That's a good question. This is the first show I've done in 2021. It's the first show I've done since, I think the last performance I had was probably back in October, maybe early November. So, kind of getting back into it here. I've been a busy guy doing other things. So, let's see here. This is a song that I've been playing for a real long time. It's an old traditional tune that I took a little spin on. It's called Lay Me Down. Let's see here, yeah. Nothing's perfect, especially when it's free. Well, I've worked and I've rambled, my boots are wearing thin. Well, I've worked so hard, I got them blisters on my skin. You better run, you better tell that devil that I think that I'm turning in. I said I've worked and I've rambled, my boots are wearing thin. I've worked so hard, I got blisters on my skin. Better run and tell that devil that I think I'm turning in. You see my woman, she left me, oh my woman went away. And when she left, oh these words she did say, you're drinking and you're rambling, boy, ha! Gonna drive you to your grave. That's right. So lay me down, no, lay me down where the snow is the ground. Ain't a better woman, Lord, in this world. Oh, no. inside this bottle, Lord, and never turn back. So lay me down where the snow hits the ground. Ain't a better woman, Lord, in this world. You see his train rolled in, but he did not know what time. They found him in the morning, dead upon that line. His body lying frozen with this letter by his side. He said, now dig my grave, both wide and deep. Place the marble slab at my head and weep, and bury me with that bottle for the devil I may be. So lay me down, lay me down where the snow hits the ground. Ain't a better woman, Lord, in this world. So lay me down where the snow hits the ground. Ain't a better woman, Lord, in this world. One more time, feel it. Lay me down where the snow hits the ground. Ain't a better woman, Lord, in this world. So lay me down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Liking that. That's fantastic.
Oh, you guys are great. You guys are great.
Oh, crowd's going crazy.
This is weird. It feels really strange to be playing to an all but empty room. But
Hey, you've got some warm bodies out here.
I
We'll go crazier for
appreciate
you.
it.
I'm sorry. We'll go crazier for
But fortunately, though, I think I was gonna say, like, if I had done this a year ago, it might feel a whole lot weirder. But the last year, I feel like this is all it's been. So
Right.
I'm used to it a little bit.
you. We got Jennifer Butler. Let me pull it in here, actually. Jennifer Butler's listening from Prescott Valley, Arizona.
Hey, all right.
Welcome,
Arizona.
Jennifer. Good to see you this evening.
Got a big love for the Southwest Desert out there.
Shaquille, lots of clapping emojis for you.
Okay, thanks, Shaq.
Just lots of love, lots of love. So, Josh literally rolled in, I don't know what, about 5:40
Yeah, close to that.
from Portland. So he's here for y'all. He beelined. Yeah, I guess he made a pit stop to pick up some equipment on the way, and then he rolled in. And look at him.
The real kick is you got to mention that I got up at 3 o'clock this morning to go to work for 5 hours before driving home to get my stuff and then coming down here. It's a 4.5 hour drive from where I was.
If you have a drink in your hand, raise it up right now to this man,
Cheers, you guys.
Iron Man, this crazy, amazing dude on our stage. We're stoked. We're stoked to have you, Joe.
Yes, sir.
How are things looking from your neck of the woods?
They're great. No, I lots of questions for those of you that don't know Josh. You've been how many states you been to, man?
All but 7.
Right.
Wow.
And touring, playing music, doing most of that. So
Yeah. All over the United
Yeah.
States.
So-
Europe 6 times.
being on the road to hustle to a gig is not anything too new.
No. It was just a 3 o'clock wake up call that sucked.
Hey, nothing against any of the other artists that have been on the stage, but I have not seen anybody get set up that fast. So, boom.
I've been doing this for a while.
So good. That's so good. You're like, what was his name? Dick Van Dyke from
Oh.
Mary Poppins, right?
Yeah.
Just come rolling in with your whole
Bert.
one-man. Yeah, Bert. It's Bert. That's right. That's right.
It's the worst English accent ever. Mary
Awesome.
Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
I
Yes.
love, by the way, for the little trivia, if anyone cares, if I have any fans that ever want to know anything about me, Mary Poppins is one of my all-time favorite movies, like top 5. It is a childhood treasure for me, and there's a lot of weird reasons why, but I absolutely adore that movie.
So what you're saying is, I nailed it.
You did.
I just got lucky.
Well done.
Well done. Well done. Tiffany Perry says, loving it. Well, we're loving it here too, Tiffany.
Hi, Tiff.
Thanks for the shout out. Good to see ya. Hope the little ones are dancing, enjoying the show this evening.
Oh, you got little ones out there dancing to the show?
This is the first show in the last 3 shows, including tonight, that baby goats have not been had at my
Been
house.
born.
So we had 2 shows in a row.
2 shows in a row.
Back to back, where there was goats being birthed either during sound check or
Oh,
right
man.
before. Yeah,
Those
so
kind of kids.
those kind of kids. And there's Tyler at the house. So
There you go. There you go. I
Goats-
got to
goats
give a shout out
love
to my
music, yeah.
2 boys too. I've got 2 boys at home watching, and my beautiful wife. How you doing? Love you, babe. Thanks for letting me be here tonight, so I could bring this amazing music to the rest of you. There is, if you're just joining us, there's a suggested donation of $15. The link is right there at the top, and we're going to go ahead and share that link in the stream as well. So that'll be on its way. And we appreciate you being here. Nick Zacchino says, sounds
What's
great,
up?
Trevor and Joe. Thanks, brother.
thank you,
Right
Nick.
on. Good stuff. Yeah, so let's get back to some music. We'll play another song. What do you say, Josh? What do you got up next, Josh?
This next one's going to be one of my newer songs. So I actually just released, kinda, on my Bandcamp page. I just released a 4-song EP last week. So it's got 3 brand new songs of mine, and then a cover of an old Decemberists song that I've been playing for 10 plus years. But it fit the theme of the little album really well. All the songs kind of have a flowing theme that runs through them, and it fit, so I threw it in there.
Love it.
And it was I just recorded it at home with my little microphone and GarageBand, so it's not perfect. There's a lot of imperfections. It's definitely just a demo to throw out there to you guys. We'll get into the firing room over in Bend, hopefully later this year, and finish up the full length that I started recording in 2018, and add these ones to it and get it all nice and polished up with some of those guys from Larry And His Flask, and bring that to you. But anyways, the EP is called Lobo Sin Luna, which essentially just means wolf without a moon. It's one of the lines from one of the songs. It fits. Anyways, this is the first song that I wrote after finishing my surgeries and radiation treatment for throat cancer in 2019, the end of 2019. So this was my get back on the horse tune. So it's a little slower, it's a little quieter, but I'll throw it out to you guys right now. It's called Still Water. Still water runs deep, deeper than what's inside me. A call from the depths of my soul, hoping that I can let go. This struggle I've carried through life, and the sins of an old time, owned by a love hurt in past lives. I'll do better next time.
free. Well, I'm called to the depths of your soul, knowing I'll never let go. Yeah, I keep my cool and my calm, unwavering I'm wandering headlong. We walk through the rainstorm, let it come. The rain brings thunder, and thunder means lightning, and lightning is what we're made of, and Lord knows I need one. Lord knows you need some. Lord knows we need some. Oh, somewhere we are one. Oh, somewhere we are one. Oh, somewhere we are one. Somewhere we are one. Oh. Still water runs deep, deeper than what's behind me. A call from the depths of my soul, knowing I'll never let go.
Yeah. I'm just going to clap that one out because you know what?
That's awesome.
Feedback.
Thank you.
There it is. Not that kind of feedback, Joe.
Thank you.
Feedback like letting him know it's amazing. As everyone else who's watching knows as well. And if you're watching right now and you have not yet reshared this to all of your friends, text message loved ones, then you are doing a disservice to everyone you know. I'm just saying. I love you all. Appreciate you being here. Shaquille says that was awesome, powerful.
Thank you, Shaquille.
We got a shout out here. Let's see. Adam Antonucci says, "Where's the singer's digital wallet so we can tip?" Dude, it's right there, man. It's right there. See it at the top of your screen there? I shared the link out. It's right there. Tip it. Tip it real good.
Tip it real good.
Something like that. Kathy Kemper-Pell says, "Enjoying from Casa Pell." We're stoked to have you here with us. Welcome all. Yes, so share it. Start a watch party if you're watching right now. If you're here from YouTube, we love you. Thanks for being here. If you're here from Facebook, thank you again for being here. Vanessa, thank you. Vanessa Bird says, shared.
Thanks,
right
Vanessa.
on. We love that.
He's an old friend.
That's right. Joe, how are things sounding over there? It sounds amazing over here. I mean,
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Sounds good up here. I mean, for what it is. No, it sounds great. This microphone is excellent, by the way.
Yeah, big ups to Audix on that. And
Audix. Which mic is that?
That's the VX5. That's
VX5?
the condenser we just picked
It's a
up.
very good microphone. And
Yes.
I feel like I'm whispering in my own ear.
I've got
You don't have to.
The Ohm 3. Is
Yes,
that right?
Ohm
Ohm
3,
3,
yeah.
switchable. What do you got there?
Just an OM2.
OM2?
switchable, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So all Audix on stage, all cordial cables on stage. And
and elsewhere.
And a great musician to make it super easy for me. Except,
know, right?
hey, don't forget to mute your effects, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. It's a nice effect, like having echo while you're talking.
It's not too bad. I don't
No,
think,
not
is
at
it?
all.
Okay.
No, it's actually of all of those. Yeah,
I try
it's
to
of
keep
all
it
of.
just a little bit of a rounded sound.
It's
when I'm-
beautiful. It's making it easy for me, for sure.
Good.
Fantastic. Well, so, Joe, you said you had some questions. And Josh is a man of many stories.
I never get enough time after shows to talk with Josh because he's just like go. You've been through a lot in the last couple of years. You've had some some health stuff and some travel stuff, and I just saw that you're looking at a piece of property in New Mexico, which
Made
is
an offer on it yesterday.
super sweet.
Officially got it set in.
And you're cancer free now for how long?
I got my remission ticket back in August.
So that's, for those of you that don't know, you had throat cancer and surgery and
How does that
parts
throat
removed,
cancer and surgery for a singer?
and you sound better.
Oh, I don't know. It's harder to sing. I'll tell you that much. I had oral pharyngeal cancer, squamous cell carcinoma, HPV 16 positive. So when I was a teenager, I did something I probably shouldn't have told my parents about.
Right.
And got exposed to human papillomavirus, HPV. 85% of sexually active Americans have exposure to it within the first 5 years of doing their business. And so it's everywhere. There are certain variants that can cause cancer, and I apparently got one.
Oh, no.
So didn't know anything about it, didn't affect me for years and years and years, and then one day had a swollen lymph node in my neck. Went to the doctor over and over and over again. 2.5 years later, finally got in to see a specialist. They looked at it for 5 minutes. He said, we need to do a biopsy. Biopsy came back positive for cancer. So I had my tonsils removed, and then a month and a half later, I had 48 lymph nodes removed from the outside of my neck, and then I had the tumor cut off the back of my tongue and part of my epiglottis, and spent, I don't know, a couple months trying to, I'm still recovering from it. But, and then I think 2 months after the surgery, 2.5 months, I started radiation, went through 6 weeks of radiation treatment to my face and my neck, and finished on Friday the 13th of December, 2019. And it's still a struggle to do a lot of things.
I bet.
So we're working through it. But I am cancer-free and moving on with my life. So
that's awesome. You were like right in the middle of Europe tours and all sorts of stuff.
I had taken a little bit of a year off. I was doing a lot of work. I was off doing millwright work, traveling around doing that, and then just put everything on hold. So, yeah, right about the time I started feeling better, the world shut down to COVID. So I was like, oh, all right, take some more time off, I guess. So, but we're back at it now. I just recently started going back to work, doing millwright stuff. So I'm feeling physically better. I lost a lot of weight, and I'm back to a healthy range now and getting back at it, and
good.
Obviously starting to do this again and slowly chipping away at it and making it work. So
absolutely, we're honored to have you. It was
very, very
super honored to have you back on stage. It's always
it's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be doing this. Thank you all to the people who are out there watching and hanging out, and hope you enjoy it. And like I said, the new EP, that along with everything else I've recorded, you go to acoustanoir.com and you can check it all out there, buy it. It's pretty cheap. Some of it's even donation based, and then get at me on all the Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff too.
Absolutely.
I want to pay attention to what I'm doing.
Right on.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks for sharing, Josh.
Yeah. We want another song?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you got for us?
This will be another one off the new EP. This one's called Unleashed.
Nice.
Let's take a walk into the sea. Let's take a razor to the underside of everything we've ever known and watch it bleed. Let's find a dream between the stars, babe. Let's fall asleep beneath the waves. Let's float above the wretched underside of everything we've ever known and fly away. Destruction's keeper, it's locked inside your soul. With my redeemer of words, that fire burns deeper and calls your fury home. Unleashed, your heart knows love is on. mountain, right across the desert plains, and let the wolf rip out the underside of everything you've ever known to bring you pain. Destruction's keeper, it's locked inside your soul with my destroyer of worlds. Fire's burning deeper, we'll call your fury home. Unleash your heart, knows love is on. La da 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 da, 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 la da da. The terror tried to cross the ocean. They tried to live within a lie. We let it sink below the underside of everything that ever was and watched it die. Salvation seeker, out through this world you'll roam, consumed by what may never be. But I'm your future, you'll see how you can grow beyond what's left by ruined kings. La da 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 da, la da da da, la da da da, la da da da, la da da da. We'll sail across the secret ocean, dive into the secrets that it keeps. We'll venture out beyond the underside of everything we've ever known and be released. Let's find a dream between the stars, babe. Let's fall asleep beneath the waves. Let's float above the wretched underside of everything we've ever known and fly away. Thanks.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, you got a little audio coming out of your phone there. I hear it.
Are you sure? Oh boy.
Yeah.
Leave it up to me.
It's all good. Leave it up to the sound guy. I'm loving these tunes, Josh. Are these so? These are mostly new songs that you're playing right now?
Just the last two. The last two were brand new.
Okay.
The rest have been. I'm trying to remember what I've played so far. Yeah, the first one was called Wretchedness, and that one is, going on like 7 years old now. And the one in Lay Me Down, also right about the same, 9 years, 10 years maybe. Not quite, 9 years probably I've been playing that one. And what else did I do? I don't know, I can't remember.
We got some shout outs here. Tim Nichols is watching from Australia.
Hey, all right.
Saw Josh in Mariposa, California 2 years ago. Amazed.
I love that town. Mariposa, big ups to the Yosemite folks down there. Mariposa,
Nice.
Oakhurst.
Anastasia says, sounds great, Joshua. Lots of clapping, lots of clapping.
Thank you, Anastasia.
Levi says, he's one of my favorite musicians. Love his grit.
Oh, you should listen to more music.
That grit is hard-earned. You should listen to more music. If you'd like to listen to more music, you can go to AcoustaNoir.com and find everything that Josh has produced under the label. Let's see. You got a lot of kudos. So from your story, Dan Kennedy says, inspiring. Nick Zacchino says, stay strong, brother.
Try my best.
And then that last song, so Tiffany says, this one kind of reminds me of DM3. So good.
Oh, really? That's funny. That's cool. I like those guys. I got to play a show with them in Paris a few years ago. The only time I ever got robbed on the road. Someone broke into my car and stole my dirty clothes out of my car in the middle of the day while I was sound checking.
Oh, wow.
Weird.
I was stupid. Lost some of my favorite T-shirts though.
Dang it. So if you'd like to send T-shirts, we'll leave an address.
I've got plenty. This was years ago. It's fine. But that was an interesting story though. But yeah, Devil Makes Three. Those guys are fun.
Nice. So what do we have up next? What do you got coming up for us here? The next song.
I think I'll do one more on the acoustic, and then I'll switch over to the banjo for a tune or two.
Ooh.
So this next one.
Is there a story behind this next one?
There's always a story behind them.
They're all stories.
I'm trying to decide which one it will be, though. Yeah. Okay. So someone said something about pirates and stuff earlier, and obviously you see the flag. We got the guys, the little dude here, and I like the idea of the modern day pirate who doesn't necessarily pillage and plunder and all that stuff, but I like the whole concept of living slightly outside the law in the way that you make your own rules and you go and do things that are you make your own path, right? So you do things your way and what works for you, and it doesn't necessarily conform to any of society's constraints or restrictions about what you're supposed to do, because by all rights I should be depressed. I'm almost 40 and this is what I do. And I'm not super famous yet, right? They say if you don't make it by 30 you should give up. Well, I say things only started getting better after I turned 30. So
I heard 60 is the new 30.
I'm looking forward to it. So this
40 is the new 20. So
yeah. So this is a song I wrote years ago. I remember putting it together. I was sitting in a Motel 6 in Twin Falls, Idaho, and I was on tour with a little folk troupe that I had at the time, a little duo that I was playing with, and I had only recently started doing the solo stuff as Acousta Noir, and I had a very interesting interaction with a human being, actually right outside of Mariposa, California, and got real close with this person, and it got me in touch with some things in my own psyche that I wasn't really paying attention to before, and so I came up with this tune about it, and it's called Tempest.
Tempest.
I'm sailing my ship all around this world. I'm sailing my ship through your soul. I am heaving the sails and I'm raising the anchors and I'm trying not to lose control. I said I'm ready to lose control. Well, I'm firing my cannons at the wind and the rain. I'm firing my guns at the sky. I am rattling my saber, I am shouting at the storm, and I'm trying not to lose my mind. I said I'm trying not to lose my mind. Let go! will come alive when my heart and my mind collide. And through my torment I found all my pride, for I know that I'm too wrong to die. Still I know that I'm too strong to die tonight. I'm watching the swells as they rise and they fall. I'm carrying my ship high and low. I'm thrust into madness and thrown to the depths as the sea tries to swallow my soul. I said your sea tries to swallow my soul. Well, I know that I will come alive when my heart and my mind collide. And through my torment I found all my pride, for I know that I'm too wrong to die. I said I know that I'm too lost to die. And you know that I'm too strong to lie. No! Well, I'm sailing my ship all around this world. I'm sailing my ship through your soul. I must struggle through this voyage and these torrents on my own before your heart can call me back home. Before your heart can call this man home. Before your love can make me whole.
Whew, that's a tight finish right there. Blew it up. We got lots of shout outs here. Adam Antonucci says, good story with the announcer. Back and forth. Really adds value. I'm impressed. Right on, Adam. Glad you're joining us tonight. We have a good time here at the Hive. We like to try and make it as interactive as possible. We got some exciting things coming up here in the near future where we're going to offer a VIP experience as well, where you will be able to have an even more interactive experience with the artist. So stay tuned for information on that as we get into the show. So again, in 2 weeks, on the 19th, we have Jared Masters coming in-house. And it's an album launch party of sorts. It's going to be amazing. He dropped an album very recently, and he's going to be playing it live for the first time, and we're excited to have him. So it's going to be a great show. We've got quite a lineup here, actually. I'll share the lineup on the stream here very soon, but we've got, of course, Acousta Noir tonight, Jared Masters on the 19th. We got Phoenix Sigalove on March 5th. We've got Sugar Beats on, March 12th. And then Sarah Dion Brooks is March 19th. We've got Fred Poole on April 2nd. We've got a couple shows in there that I'm missing too. They're not quite posted yet. But if you go to the Hive Facebook page, you can see all the events, and there's more being added almost daily right now. So check them out. And right on. You had something to add, Joe?
Oh, you're reading off the list of events that are posted. Beyond the Tide on the 26th of this month.
Thank you. That's
that's
a new one. We got to get that loaded. But 26th, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Friday the 26th. Aside from tonight, the rest of our shows will fall on Friday nights. So it's Friday live from the Hive, but tonight it's a special night. We decided to come to you on this beautiful Saturday night.
I appreciate you making that concession for me. So,
Absolutely.
Well, if it was the difference between having a show or not having a show, we want Acousta Noir on our stage. That's for sure.
Awesome.
Steve Howell says, I miss you guys.
Oh, Stevie. Steve Howell is my brother. In case you guys don't know, he's the bass player extraordinaire for the band I play banjo in, the John Doe Boys.
We love JDB.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I did too until they asked me to be in the band. I don't know if I care for them so much anymore. Just kidding. I have a lot of fun playing with those guys. They were super rad. They when I was going through all my junk and wasn't able to really sing very well,
Steve got a hold of me. They went through a few lineup changes, and he hit me up, and he was like, dude, Steve and I have been homies for, 21 years, 22 years now, something like that.
Wow.
We were in a band together in high school.
Nice.
And he hit me up, and he was like, hey, man, I know singing's probably tough for you right now, but you want to pick up the banjo and come join the John Doe Boys for a little while? And I was like, yeah, I do. And so we have. It's been almost a year now, I think, getting close to it. So we were here on your guys'. I think one of my very first performances with them, maybe the second one, was right here.
Yep,
it's awesome. Love that. The energy is incredible in those shows.
Dude, I can't wait till the world opens up and we can get back out there and really have a good time. It's a lot of fun.
I can't wait till we can put 100 people in here again, and we'll still come live to those who can't travel and be in house with us. But we're very excited to get bodies in here for these artists to play for. Vanessa says, yes, the banjo. Very excited to hear the banjo. All right, well, let's not belabor the point. Let's get to the banjo.
This is a song. This is a song written by a very, very good friend of mine, very dear friend of mine that I haven't seen in a long time. I'd like to see him again soon. I miss him. His name is Scott McDougall. He was very instrumental in getting me out of Southern Oregon and onto the road as a touring solo artist. He took me out on his fall of 2013 cross-country tour. I got to drive his little 1984 Toyota motorhome and open up for the shows and be a tour manager and all that good stuff. And this is a song we used to play together on stage. It's one of his. It's called 48 Reasons. Washed my face in the cool waters and I took that ride. Now I am sitting on rock and cold steel. I keep my toes moving just to keep the feel. See them wheels screech and rumble as the sun hits my eye. Leaves on the trees lit like gold flakes in the sky. Towns keep on passing, freight shaking and old. I'm heading wherever these wheels wanna go. Yeah, we roll into your cities like travelers of old, and we come through the heat, we come through the cold. Our feet may be blistered, our throats may be dry. We keep moving with 48 reasons why. Just south of Tacoma, my ride went in the hole. Watched your sailboats drift until we started to roll. Once we hit Seattle, my boots had ballast dropped. Drank an iced tea outside a coffee house and changed my socks. I walked in crowds near the ball field, watched some innings to the gate. Now don't make no schedules, that way I'm never late. I do never rockin', cause every step is free, and every step I take is every place I wanna be. Yeah, we roll into your cities like travelers of old, and we come through the heat, we come through the cold. Our feet may be blistered, our throats may be dry. We keep moving with 48 reasons why. Yeah, we ain't never gonna stop. Well, now last night I slept in a fortress of green leaves. I fell asleep listening to the whispers of the trees.
I woke with the first drop of rain on my cheek. It was the best sleep that I've had in a week. Well, I stepped into a diner, said my prayers, ate some pie. I read the paper while the rain poured down outside. Thank the Lord for the $2 I found the day before. It was just what I needed, didn't need a nickel more. Yeah, we roll into your cities like travelers of old, and we come through the heat, we come through the cold. Our feet may be blistered, our throats may be dry, but we keep moving with 48 reasons why. I said we roll into your cities like travelers of old, and we come through the heat, we come through the cold. Our feet may be blistered, our throats may be dry, but we keep moving with 48 reasons why.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that one was moving.
Dude, Scott McDougal.
That
Look him up.
was
McDougal, he's a
moving.
one-man band. He is a fantastic songwriter. Very, very, very prolific. I love him to death.
There's an energy to the banjo that, man, it's a unique energy, that's for sure.
It's fun.
Steve Howell says, tell him to play Molly Rose.
Nope.
Nope, Steve, that's a big nope.
That's an old Willie T. Taylor song, and it's a beautiful song. It's very sad. It's a little rough. I haven't played it in a really long time, and even if I wanted to, I don't think I could remember it all right now. We'll get to it next band practice, Steve.
Nick Zucchino says, Josh, quick question.
Okay.
Does the banjo head have a tonal quality like a drum head? Being a drummer, just curious.
Yes. Yeah, you have to tune this thing. I mean, you don't have to, but you should.
It looks like you've got tuners on it just like a snare.
Yep. There's on the back side, you have.
Yep.
Tuned up. It does get. It's what holds the tension of the strings and keeps the bridge in place, and yeah. So.
He says, very nice. Right on. Thanks for sharing. If you have questions for our amazing artist, or for us or for Joe, please don't hesitate. Go ahead and share your questions. We'd love to answer any and all questions you might have. Don't forget, go check out AcoustaNoir.com. Putting that in the chat right now. Joe, say hello to all these lovely people.
Hello, lovely people. So, yeah, don't forget, I mean, we are not sponsored by anyone. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing and you'd like to continue this, and it will continue with or without your support, but it's always nice to be able to share the love, especially, I mean, you traveled a bit today. Be nice to put some cash in Josh's pocket for his time.
That's not why we. That's not why.
That's not why we do it, but it's always good.
Sure.
It's always good. And again, keep sharing it. I mean, this thing's been growing exponentially, and there really is no limit to what we can do. So it's amazing to have to look back at what we started with and where we're at now and where we're going. And
Well put.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I remember when this building was a beat-up old antique store when I was in high school. I helped clean the attic out of this place once.
Oh, that was a sticky situation there.
Yeah, it was.
Charlene Fink says, thank you to the Hive for some good music. Yeah, absolutely. We love bringing it to you.
thank you for watching.
Tiffany, I'm going to have to say yes. Tiffany says, doesn't Joe's beard look nice? Yeah, Joe and I had a talk after the last show, and I said, man, just... And here he is. He looks amazing. He looks... Yeah, you're right, Tiffany. It looks very nice. Good job, Joe. Did you trim
Thank
that
you.
yourself?
Yes, I'm sorry, Damien. I did. I did trim it myself.
Right on.
Now my face is cold. But no, I mean, Trevor and I were talking about, well, Big Mick with Metallica's got a beard. And he's like, well, he's not co-hosting a show. He's hiding behind the soundboard. So, yes, this is my face for everyone that hasn't seen it for a while.
We love it.
Sorry for scaring you.
It's a good face. You look about 10 years younger, too. So, fantastic. You can take the boy out of the mountain, but you can't. You can shave the mountain off the boy, I guess, evidently. Fantastic. Right on. Okay. Well,
don't know what you're into, but
what do you have for us next, Josh? What do you have for us next?
I'm going to do another banjo tune. This song was not originally written on the banjo. This song was actually the... let me get adjust me here. This song was the first... Yeah, this was the first song that I guess first one I wrote as a... with the intention of being performed as a solo artist. I mean, I've been writing songs since I, could figure out how to try to do it. None of them were great for a really long time. But this one I put together back in, I think I started writing it in 2009. And at the time, I was playing upright bass in a thrashy rock and roll band out of Portland called Blackout Radio. And I was getting ready to move back to Southern Oregon, and I was just kind of doing some stuff with the acoustic guitar and playing around. I hadn't really played it for a long time. I kind of put it on the back burner while I was focusing on the bass. And I started writing this song. The story goes way back to middle school, as they always do. So it's a kind of a love song, I guess. It is, and you can take it however you want to interpret it, but I wrote it on guitar, played it on guitar for a long time, and then at some point while doing Acousta Noir, it just sort of found its way into the banjo repertoire, and I think that's where it fits best, and so that's how we're going to do it. This song is called When the World Explodes. And we held tight in passages below. The truth I lay within the hope you gave us, that together all our pain we could unknow. Though I was torn from you, taken away, well, I could not let your memory fade. Through the years I was cursed and burned because I could not let your love get away. I couldn't see what you needed from me to be man you called home to your heart. I acted out in ways that hurt and deterred and only proved to push us farther apart. Oh, these years, they can't make me forget. As long as I'm still breathing, I've got a chance to get to the place where I can hold your hand and let you know that I will still love you even when the world explodes. Through the
share if we ever got the chance. I sing the songs I try to write, the words that my heart is longing for you to know. I felt I failed and you shut me down when I tried in vain to let you go. Oh, these years, they can't make me forget. As long as I'm still dreaming, I got a chance to get to the place where I can hold your hand and let you know I will still love you even when the world explodes. You say that things change, but this I can say, will never betray the love you have shown. I laid down my life, gave you my heart and my word to be sure you were never alone. I failed you at times, those times when I couldn't be there to hold you and help close your eyes. Here with you now, I can be found in your mind and your heart if you're ever without me. Whoa, whoa, without me. My hope still lies in the truth I found in those eyes so sweet, lonely blue. A love so strong and pure it can't break down even after these lives we know are through. And then she smiles a smile, it's just for me. She knows that I can see into her heart. Take my hand and kiss me, let us begin this life that we've been waiting so long to start. They can't make me forget. As long as I'm still breathing, I got a chance to get to the place where I can hold your hand and let you know I will still love you even when the world explodes. Oh, these years, they can't make me forget. As long as I'm still dreaming, I got a chance to get to the place where I can hold your hand and let you know that I will still love you even when the world explodes.
We're just gonna let that resonate for a minute there. Yes,
That was awesome.
that was awesome. That was super awesome. Hey, so before that song, you mentioned and Nikki caught on, said, "Ooh, the upright bass." You mentioned playing the upright bass, and I just have to ask, how many songs have you, or not songs, how many instruments have you played in a band? So like, it's one thing to play an instrument, just pick it up and have a good time. But you've actually played several instruments in bands.
Yeah, none of them very well, but yes. I started playing guitar. I'm all completely self-taught. I've never taken any kind of lessons or anything. I don't know how to read sheet music. I don't play the piano. I started playing guitar in 1994, and shortly thereafter, I think it was like 98, I got my first electric guitar, and then I started my first band in 1999, and while being in a band with other folks, actually, if you're from here in the Grants Pass area, you might know some of the folks that I was in a band with. We were called Excruciating Empathy. It was a long, long time ago. I left the band and formed another band with Steve Howell. We became Piss Whistle. And the rest of the guys from Excruciating Empathy, there was kind of a little bit of a lineup change, and they became a heavy metal band here in town called Vile. And some of the guys from that were like our buddy Jake Morgan was the bass player.
Nice.
And then
all the rest of the guys that were in that band have all passed away though. So Jesse Maurer, if you guys remember him from Dry Season, he was the lead guitar player, and then our buddy Trent Voris, who was the drummer, he passed away, and then the singer was Nathan Pike, and he's also passed away. So just kind of like I'm always keeping an eye on over the shoulder. But so anyways,
hey, save me a trip to Urban Dictionary, and what is it? What's piss whistle? Tell me where that name came from. Piss whistle.
That name was given to us by our dear friend Jake Morgan, and Jake Morgan's been he's been a bass player in several bands throughout the area for a long, long time. But he was just one of our friends, and I mean, I know where it came from, but he said we should name the band Piss Whistle, and we went with it.
Perfect.
I'll let your imagination take the rest.
Perfect. Nick Zucchino says, Joe, get on the upright. Yeah, you know, Joe has quickly become our house bass player. You've played with two artists now, and we've got a third one on the books for you. So at least
third, possibly,
possibly a fourth.
Yeah. No, for sure.
It's a nice addition. It also makes nice set dressing back there too when you're not
Buy some
playing.
drums, Nick. That's what I'll say.
Buy some.
We need it.
go.
Yeah. No,
Fantastic.
back to your story, 94, just to kind of put things in perspective, because you played with the Shannons, right? Was that?
No,
that wasn't you.
So
Yes.
not in a band, but
at their house.
Yes.
Okay.
The
So your dad was staying there, I think, for a
Well,
minute, or kind
yes.
of, sort of?
So my dad was living on the Shannons' property, and if they're a family out in Merlin area, and that was where I met the grandsons, I guess, of the Shannons, which is
Marshall.
my super good longtime friend Marshall McAlpine.
Yes.
So if you
Love
guys know
Marshall.
him from. Oh man, he's been in so many bands. Where's Tom was a long-lasting punk rock band here in Grants Pass that he was with, and then he was in Rogue Rebellion, and he's now the drummer for the John Doe Boys.
It's probably easier to name the bands Marshall hasn't.
Yeah, he's the drummer for
Exactly.
Sucker Punch.
So small world. My mom used to garden at what is now Marshall's house with Marshall's grandma.
Okay.
And I used to walk through the woods to that house, and then would hang out with Cedar and jam with
Yeah.
Jared.
It's a small.
We're gonna have
world
Jared
after all.
McCain's gonna be here on the 26th with.
Cool.
So.
Awesome.
Yeah, I thought. See, I told you that there's.
So
We got a shout out here. I've got to
Do
give
it.
the stage for a second here to Cordial Cables USA. It says, "Hey gents," and throws out there a nice shirt, Joe.
Oh, you like that? Hey.
Yeah, let's see that shirt.
Yeah.
Sport
See?
that thing.
Absolutely.
Yes. This is a shout out back to Cordial, just saying thank you. We Cordial helps supply our house with these amazing cables. They're the best cables on the planet. We try and hook up the artists that come through because we know once you try them, there's just no going back. They're the best cables on the planet.
Yeah,
Bar none.
It always sucks when you're out on tour and you pull your XLR cables out and they don't work in the middle of a set, and you're like, "What's going on?" So, good cables are an undervalued essential thing for a touring musician. So, thanks, Cordial. Appreciate it. These sound great.
Yes, thank you, Cordial.
But yeah, let's wrap that up real quick. I started playing guitar while being in heavy metal and punk rock bands. You learn the electric bass because it's a pretty easy instrument to transpose to. So I started playing with that. Had a girlfriend in high school, wanted to learn how to play bass, so I bought one. Learned a few things, started teaching her some stuff, kind of picked it up, and then I was a singer and guitar player, and then I think in like 2003 I got hooked up with some kids that were a few years younger than me that wanted to start a punk band, and they needed a drummer, and they had a drum kit, and I said, I'll figure it out. so I played drums for this punk band out of Roseburg. We were called the Super Mutants. I did that for a couple of years. I sang at the same time in like a real kind of screamy heavy metal band, and then in 2005 I bought my first upright, wanted to learn, started learning, picked that up, and then what else? Oh yeah, the banjo. A friend of mine left a banjo at my house back in like 2011. Left it there for 6 weeks, and I said, well, it's just sitting there. So I started kind of plunking around with it. And
That's a tough one to pick up.
It's not as hard as you might think. It seems foreign, but once you get to, like the basics of it, it's a real simple instrument.
You know, come to think of it, it's banjo players that have told me how hard it is to start playing.
It's because they like being the only one in the room.
I think maybe that's true.
That's awesome.
No, so yeah, I guess I got drums, guitar, bass. I mean, upright bass, banjo. That's about it.
You were playing with John Underwood on upright, is that right?
No.
Shout out to John, though.
Yes.
John Underwood is a good friend, but
Yes.
we've never collaborated. We've just done shows together.
Having you guys both on the same stage at the same time would be a fantastic
We should set something up.
back and forth.
He's so noisy.
Speaking of noisy, let's make some.
All right. This is the other new song off the new EP, Lobo Sin Luna. This song is called Shadow. All right. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of you, I find myself torn down, broken, battered, and blue. Wish there was something I could do to get to where I once was. There were times when I was so alone, but none of them ever felt quite this cold. As I walk through the valley of the shadow alone, so alone, so alone, so alone. To run wild, roaming free, nobody there to wonder, worry, to care for me. It was there I made a home and lonely. The moon goddess, well, you're still my faith, but me a path to your beauty and a bridge to grace. I'll burn it down to embers, baby, and let ruin take my place. Let it take my place. Let ruin take my place. I find myself wishing I could be something new, like a better man who ain't all lost and once was. Without those memories so vivid and clear, and all the lost tragedies that I hold dear, maybe then I'll find a way to find my way to wisdom and let loose of all my fears. Let loose my fears. Let loose of all my fears. Crash lying in the water, all I found was the devil in your soul. I felt the sting burn and hit me hard as you closed your eyes and let me go. Imperfect as I ever was, just a wolf without a moon, moving through you, just looking for some truth.
running wild, roaming free. Nobody there to wonder, worry, had to care for me. It was there I made a home and lonely. Moon got his face to my faith, but me a path to your beauty and a bridge to grace. I'll burn you down to embers, baby, and let ruin take my place. Let it take my place. Let ruin take my place. Yeah. Imperfect as I ever was, just a wolf without a moon, calling to you, just looking for some truth. It's just looking for the truth. Oh, it's just looking for the truth. It's just looking for the truth. There's evil in your bloodline that makes you wicked for a lifetime. It's playing tricks on my mind as you're making love to me. There's evil in your bloodline that makes you wicked for a lifetime. It's playing tricks on my mind as you're making love to me. There's evil in your bloodline. There's evil in your bloodline. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of you, I find myself toned down, broken, battered, and blue. Wish there was something I could do to get to where I once was. There were times when I was so alone, but none of them ever felt quite this cold. As I walk through the valley of the shadow alone, so alone, so alone, so alone, so alone, so alone. Darkness, you're merely a ghost. Despite your brilliance, a glimmer at most. And in my nightmares, you ruled all the land. Oh, my destroyer of worlds, please let me let go of your long-fingered hands.
Wow, that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Whew.
Goosebumps, man.
Nick Zucchino says, Josh, thank you for a great eve of wonderful music. Shadow, perfect end to my evening.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks, Josh, Trevor, and Joe, for a great evening of wonderful music. There's also another man behind the curtain here. We've got Alan Yarish on the main center camera. So if you're enjoying those camera moves, that's the man in action there. Got a shout out here from Fred Poole, says, awesome. Well, we're very excited. On April 2nd, Friday, April 2nd, we'll have this man right here in the flesh on our stage with he's got a new album out as well. So we're excited to hear that one live. I think it might be the first time he's played it live as well. We'll see. Maybe not.
Maybe not. I don't know. I think some of the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been working them for a while, but
years. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a man that the music simmers. The music simmers and matures like a sourdough
songs.
bread, you know? It's like you got to keep feeding it, and eventually out pops this beautiful loaf. So I don't know. That was an interesting and weird metaphor. But my wife, I think my wife has been doing sourdough bread, and what I found out is this is a COVID thing. Like, so many people have started making sourdough bread during COVID because it's one of those weird things that passes time, and you get to learn a new skill. And
good for them.
Yeah, right.
Keep
Good
it
for
going.
them. Make some food.
Make your food.
Absolutely.
Make your food.
Adam Antonucci says, "Great job, Alan." That's a shout out to the camera. Yes, the camera moves are beautiful tonight. Loving it. We just keep working it. Keep doing our best to make these shows better and better. Mike Smith says these shows just keep getting better. Appreciate that, Mike. That's great feedback.
Love you, Mike.
Says great shots there too. Keep it up. Keep it up. Right on. All right. So what do we have? How many do we have left there?
I was gonna say it's up to you guys. I'd like to do it 2 more if we can fit that in. Since
we can.
I did bring the beautiful black
It is
arch
beautiful.
top.
Tell us about this here guitar.
This is a Godin. This is a Godin 5th Avenue. They call it a kingpin because it's got this fancy dancy P90 pickup here at the top of the body. It's just it's an arch top jazz box guitar. I love these guitars. I love the old F-hole arch top guitars. I've got several of them. I like to pick them up even if they don't play very well. I've got a couple of them hanging on my wall. They're just art. The old cheap plywood American arch top guitar, man. It's great.
Nice.
If anybody has a Gibson ES-125 or an ES-175 out there that they'd like to sell me, get a hold of me. I've always wanted one of those.
I'm gonna buy. We got Josh in the house. Sold to the man with the black guitar.
But this guitar is basically Godin is a Canadian company. They also make Seagull acoustic guitars.
Okay.
And they're fantastic, man. This has been a workhorse on the road for me for a long time. I've got another one of this exact guitar that I keep in Europe for when I tour over there.
Nice.
And they kind of designed it to be an affordable substitute for a Gibson ES-125.
Nice.
And
Nice. We had another.
great. I love it.
You called it the F hole. Yes, we had another F hole on stage last week actually. Except it was a metal. It was a national
resonator, national resonator guitars. Yeah, they're great.
That was
played
Jason
it with a slide.
Day West playing, and it was.
He had 2 of them on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just showing off. I don't know. No. They're amazing, and we love having Jason. We've been blessed to have him twice on our stage, and always looking forward to the next opportunity.
This is Josh's second time.
This is Josh's set.
Or third. Were you twice with the Doughboys on stage?
Just
once.
You guys
That's
had
right.
we had us, and then you've had Dangerous Lee.
Yes.
And the Rattlin' Three, which is
Rattlin'
a couple of the guys from the
Oh, yeah.
couple of the guys from the JDB.
Marta says, thanks for the tunes and Grants Pass musical scene trivia and history. Yes, brought to you by Josh and friends.
And assorted bullshit history. I've been around a while. Done
So
some
Nick
stuff.
was going to leave. Zakino was going to leave, but he says, okay, have to hear the jazz guitar.
Just do 2 more.
And he says, I'm hanging out to the end now. All right, we're glad you're with us. We won't belabor the point. Let's get to it. Let's play another song. We love having you all here. Thanks for being with us tonight. Enjoy the man of the hour.
All right, this one goes out to the lovely Anastasia. She requested this song, and let's see if I can make it through it. This one's called Siren. As you pulled me to my end, you said, boy, I'm gonna love you to death. Burn, burn,
darling, well, it's you that lights the fire. I can feel all your pain and misery, feeling all of my desire. My desire. Dark hair and those deep brown eyes and that sin-fed stare. The bayou heat between the cypress trees burning leaves me to despair. I wanna run, I wanna run, I wanna run for my life, but the voodoo you moves through me tonight. You gotta burn for me for life. Yeah. Burn, burn, burn for me, darling. Well, it's you that lights the fire. I can feel all your pain and misery, feeling all of my desire. My desire. Yeah. Be my faraway queen, or be a rambling fool. Into eternity, my soul burns for you. Sing siren of the old backwaters, and you pull me down into your muddy, dark, deep well. Hell's fire burns deep in the dark, whose song keeps calling to me. Your song keeps calling to me. Yeah! Burn, burn, burn for me, darling. Well, it's you that lights the fire. I can feel all your pain and misery, feeling all of my desire. My desire. I can see in your eyes you're downright terrified. Don't worry, darling, 'cause I'm only evil on the inside. Inside.
This man knows how to finish a song. You know what I'm saying? That little bend at the end there, just ooh. Yeah, so good, so good. Ooh, and the hair,
hair.
Yeah, so much hair. It's good. It looks good.
Thanks.
You too have nice, tidy facial hair.
Oh, no. It
Looking
all fell
sharp.
out. and I fell out, and it's starting to finally grow back a bit. So, all right.
I love this whole show tonight has just been, man. I don't know. You can't see me during the song, which is the way it should be. You should
Yeah,
be
I can.
watching the music.
I'm looking right at you. I can see you just fine.
They can't see me. I'm glad that you can see me, but they can't see me. I can't help but move. I'm just dancing the whole time.
Absolutely.
I'm having just an incredible time. I've loved every minute, Josh. It's
Thank
been
you. Appreciate it.
amazing.
I'm glad you guys are having a good time.
Y'all need to make sure you check out AcoustaNoir.com and check out his music. Go buy some albums. His albums are on Bandcamp. They're available there, and yeah, it's been an amazing night. You're an incredibly talented dude.
Thank you.
You've faced some serious adversity and bounced back. And Joe said maybe sounds better. I just think there's a maturing to your music that's happened through trials and tribulations. That's just incredible.
That's probably true. I hope so.
Right? Yeah, because if we're not maturing, then I don't know. I mean, I think I get less mature as the night goes on. It might have something to do with the whiskey. It's possible. But no, I've appreciated having you up there. Going to give a shout out again. Make sure if you're watching, before you leave, subscribe, like, follow, all of the things that these social networks do. And make sure that you check out our events list. We've got a bunch of events posted. 2 weeks, we have Jared Masters in-house. Following that, the next week on the 26th, we've got Beyond the Tide in-house. So we've got some amazing shows all over the board, too.
All over the board.
Jared has a pretty eclectic set coming for us, which I'm really excited about. He plays multiple instruments. He's got backtracks that he's produced. He's singing. I mean, it's just it's gonna be a show for sure that I'm very excited for. And then the next week we've got a metal band with an incredible singer and incredible instrumentalists. Like their instruments they're a tight band.
It's gonna be fun for
Yeah.
sure. Don't forget to like and subscribe Josh's page too. When are you're heading to Bend to work with Ian and Jesse and all them?
Oh, yeah.
Soonish?
Well, it'll be I don't know about soon. It's kind of all.
All up in
so
the air.
I've worked with those guys a lot. Specifically, right now, the thing I'm kind of doing is, I'm recording. I was
right.
Like in 2018, I've recorded my last EP that I released. Continuous Traveler was recorded at the Firing Room in Bend. Our buddy Dane runs the place. He's got it. He's the engineer. And then there's Ian Cook, the
Yes.
guitar player and singer for Larry And His Flask. He's got a little bit of he does some solo guitar work on the record as well.
We'd love to
on
get
that one.
him.
Yeah,
in
we're
here.
working on getting him. I mean,
Yeah.
Bend trips are tough in the wintertime.
I've
so
actually had requests for Larry's Flask. Like, there's been people reaching
they're
out
not-
asking if we can get
The
you guys.
band itself, as far as I know, is not. I mean, not actively doing anything right
Sure.
now. But Ian Cook and Andrew Carew and
Yes.
Kirk Stavel, they have some other projects going on. So there's the Old Revival, and Ian's got his own solo stuff. Ian Cook and the Brightest Light. And then you've got, they're doing something right now called Thirsty Work. It's a new little
Yes.
project they got
Yeah.
going
Thirsty
on.
work, yeah.
So
In the near future, hopefully, when things are able to kind of get some time, I'll be able to get back out there, and we'll finish up the full-length album that I'm putting out and getting some contribution producer-wise and some instrumental stuff
Nice.
from a couple of those
Sweet.
guys on there too. So
well, yeah,
should
I
be
was
fun.
segueing that to because you're not on Spotify right now. You can only be found on Bandcamp, but
In
keep
YouTube, there's all
yep,
over,
yes.
stuff
And the
all over
tube.
YouTube.
The
Yes.
YouTube, yes.
But yeah, as soon as that record is done, I'll be doing a thing with like DistroKid or something like that, and we'll be getting the whole catalog put on Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff.
that's awesome.
Nick Zucchino says, man, love the way you accent with the bass drum and hat. Very nice, Josh. Great guitar tone. It is a great tone.
Yeah, that's been my favorite to mix so far. Not that the other ones sound bad, but that's got some.
It's got some,
chutzpah,
it
I
does,
love this
it's got
guitar.
some.
some balls to
It
it.
doesn't take much to make it sound good, so I like it.
Shaquille asks, any upcoming shows in Roseburg?
Not at the moment. I should probably try and work on something, but it's been kind of tough. Not a lot of places to play, and I've been real busy. I've been up in Portland doing a millwright job. So I've been out of town a little bit, but we'll get something set up soon. I promise.
Nice. Alrighty. Well, yeah. Rebecca says whiskey. Yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit more to enjoy the. Is this the last show? The last song of the night here?
Yeah, this will be
This
kind
one.
of a little.
Tell
bit
us
of,
about this one.
It'll be a little bit of a medley.
Story
sort of thing.
time.
So this will be a little bit of a medley. I'm gonna start you off with. It's gonna be a little bit of a Hank Williams tune that it's just an old dark song of his, and we're just gonna take a little bit from the top, and we're gonna run into a song called Radio and a Grill, which is the first song off the Continuous Traveler EP. It was a song that was written by my buddy Lance Seaton, who is the singer and guitar player of Blackout Radio, the band I was a bass player for a long time. The band, we don't really do much anymore, and the songs were too good to let just disappear into the ether, so I tried to hang on to this one and give it a little Acousta Noir revamp twist, and so we'll do that, and then I'll go from that tune into my kind of custom version of the old jazz standard St. James Infirmary. And then we'll call
Real
it
quick, before you jump into the song, what Acousta Noir? Tell what's the roots of the name? I mean, it's kind of self-descriptive.
Yeah.
Right, I guess, but
a buddy of mine named Kyle Cregan, who was a well-known singer of the Idle Threats, a punk rock band out of Medford, and he had a solo project called Delta Halos for a long time, and he was also part of the two-man band Boomerang Kids. Years and years ago, I started doing the solo stuff and was kind of trying to figure out something to call it. And he told me, he's like, hey, it's got this really cool, like, dark acoustic sound. And I was like, I kind of like that. And so I played with it a little bit, and I don't know, I tried to be fancy. Like, noir is the French word for black or dark, and I wanted to go to France real bad to tour. That's where I landed for my first European tour. I've been back many times. I have a lot of love for France, and they seem to appreciate me pretty good, so it's fun. But yeah, Acousta, just a play on the word acoustic, and noir, just a fancy way to say dark or black.
it really is. It's very fancy.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Fancy.
It works.
All right.
It's a brand.
Bring it home, Josh.
good.
Bring it home.
All right, thanks a lot, you guys. I really appreciate you having me out here, and big love to all you guys out there in the internet world watching, and we'll see you around, and keep doing what you're doing. Stay healthy, stay clear in the head, and hopefully we'll get back to life as usual sometime soon. In the great, try that again. In the great book of John, you're warned of the day when you'll be laid beneath the cold clay. The angel of death will come from the sky to claim your poor soul when the time comes to die. The lights all grow dim and the dark shadows creep, and all your loved ones are gathered to weep. Can you face them and say with your dying breath that you're ready to meet the angel of death? And my black radio, I turn that little speaker up as high as it will go. I've got a lot of love for my black radio, my black radio. I've been sitting up here all night, sick of you, even more sick of myself.
black radio, my black radio. Turn the dial to the AM for the pirate punk rock show. I don't need nothing but my black radio, my black radio. Well, you can have my money, my girlfriend and my clothes. I'll break your fingers if you lay them on my black radio, my black radio. I've been sitting up here all night, sick of you, even more sick of myself. Turned up that radio, but I still hear all these voices, my brains leak out my ears. I burned it all except for one thing, my black radio, my black radio. As I wander through the valley in the shadows where I go, with nothing to protect me from my black radio, my black radio. Transmission through the sky, oh, it's falling down below. I walk alone with my black radio. I've been sitting up here all night, sick of you, even more sick of myself. Turned up the radio, but I still hear my black radio, my black radio. When the angel of death comes down after you, and you smile and say that you have been true, can you truthfully say with your dying breath that you're ready to meet the angel of death? Well, I went down to St. James Infirmary, want to see my baby there. She was all stretched out on the lawn, white devils are sweet, so cold, so bad. I checked in with the white coat doctors, but Jerry slow and coming for, he said. Well, I ran back in to feel the breath of my baby, but too late, she was already dead. So I went down to a dark old barroom, down the alley off the market square. There was poison, drowning pain as per usual, and all of my demons were there. Oh yeah. You see, behind me stood Pride and the Gambler, their eyes angry, bloodshot red. They stole my voice into the crowd around me. Oh, these are the words they said. Let it go, God bless her. Oh, wherever now she may be. She may search the underworld wide over, but never find another lover like me. Oh no. So when I die, dig shallow and bury me with my boots and my houndstooth hat. You put a $20 gold piece over either eye to tell the devil that I bought my soul back. You find 6 drifters to carry my coffin, 6 simple lovers to sing me a song. hurry. Let's all have another round of booze. Anyone should question him, boy, you just tell them that I've got, oh, I've got the St. James Infirmary Blues.
Wow, that was quite the ending there. And he's spent. Thank you all so much for being with us tonight. Joe, on sound, thank you for rocking it tonight.
Thank you guys for
helping
listening. Yep.
bring that amazing music to the stream.
Thanks for having me, Trev.
Absolutely. Thank you, Alan, for the amazing camera work. It was super fun tonight. I really appreciate that. Josh, wow, blew me away. You know, I knew what to expect, or at least I thought I did. And I look forward to the day that more people get to be in person and feel that presence live, because it's amazing. Hopefully we were able to bring as much of that to you tonight as possible. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow all those weird, crazy things you can do. Follow Josh on his page. Go to acousticnoir.com. If you have the ability to, make a contribution if you like the show tonight. We love you all. We'll see you in 2 weeks with Jared Masters on our stage. And with that, we'll leave you. Have a great night.
Bye.